folks, I hope that you all have had a good week. We are taking a look at your energies for the week of the 13th through the 19th of March. I will be taking care of water signs first, and then other folks will come afterward. So other folks, I'll see you in a bit. Water signs, you're up first. You have the Fool on the bottom of the deck. You have the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. And you also have the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You've got a lot of neat energy, water signs here. This tells me that water signs, maybe Scorpio in particular, water signs chose to take an opportunity that the universe was offering them in order to become their own King of Cups, the master of their own emotions. They feel their feelings, right? They are able to name them. They're able to manage them, but never let them overwhelm. And always intuition is at the center of how the King of Cups operates. And I see water signs choosing to level up this week. So neat stuff. It's possible that something happened this past week that kind of showed how much you needed to move on to a new era. You also have the King of Pentacles upright on the top of the deck. So this isn't just you taking care of your emotions and taking care of your intuition, becoming the master of your intuition and your emotions. You're also becoming the master of taking care of yourself, your earthly experience, and your earthly resources. You also have the Five of Swords here. So this does feel like an energy where this probably has happened since the year started, right? Oh, I did see when like the New Year readings, water signs had some battles to fight this year. And so far this week, water signs seem to have some really neat stuff going on. In spite of your surroundings, in spite of people having taken stuff away from you. Some real words may have been said in weeks past. You may have had some fights. Police may have been called in some rare cases. I do see you having a moment this coming week where you kind of grieve what was lost through this conflict with this other person, with this group of people. It could be family members that you thought were close. It could be friends that you thought were friends and who you realized actually didn't like you at all. And I see that you're kind of regretful. You're kind of looking at what you've let go of. It is possible that you've got some friends still around you. On the other hand, it feels like these are people that you've had to let go of. You've got the Three of Cups here. These are friends that you've had to let go of because it turns out that they were causing quite a bit of conflict with how you operated in the earthly realm. This could be how you handled your money. This could be how you handled just your earthly resources in general, your house, your groceries, how you take care of your earthly experience. Somehow these friends disagreed with that, and you letting go of these people, having a time to grieve the friendship. I see with the Three of Cups and the Five of Cups. You've had the time to grieve the friendship, and now you're beginning a new era with this Four of Cups in reverse. You took that cup. You did not sit down. You've got that cup now. You've moved on to some new opportunities, but I do see you healing this week. This was a painful experience. Yeah, these friends were just fine with seeing you burdened. This has been a tremendous burden on you. These aren't friends, I would say. These look like they're pretty goddamn destructive, actually. I think it's neat that you've got a lot of cup energy going on here. Again, you're kind of in your sign, and I don't know, that vibes well with me personally. But you had to make a choice. Are you going to carry this burden on forever for these folks? Or are you going to put it down and carry your own battle? I mean, yeah, fight your own battles and not fight others' battles for them, right? I see you making that choice. And it might have been a difficult choice. It might have been a confusing one for a while. It might be a temptation to take those burdens back this coming week. You might still be fighting that battle. Do I want to handle this for my friends or don't I? Or for my family members? You have the Hermit here. So you've been doing it, you're being encouraged actually to do some introspection. You also have the Queen of Swords here in reverse. It may be that you kind of need to boost your walls, boost your defense, let your intuition guide how you build up your defenses against people who make your choices confusing about whether you want to continue to fight their battles for them or not. With the Hermit upright, this might be, I've actually seen the Hermit come out for water signs now for a couple of weeks, so this might be asking you to spend some time alone, or if not spend some physical time alone, come to a place where you're able to meditate on what's going on, possibly do some yoga. I don't know what's going to work for you personally, but there is a need for you to come to a mental place where you can relax, process what has happened, and do some finish grieving, right? I still see you grieving what's happened over this next week. You've been through some traumatic stuff here. You haven't needed to carry this burden. You've carried it for too long. I see this leading up to this week. Letting go is absolutely an awesome thing for you to do for yourself. Queen of Swords in reverse, you are going to need to cut some people out of your life. You are going to need to seem a bit cold and harsh in order to protect yourself, in order to give yourself this space of introspection. Now that you've got the Fool card at the beginning, that was your initial energy. What are you going to do with that new energy? How are you going to fuel yourself into your best, the very best for yourself? Your highest good is what I should say. I'm looking around my mic, which is why I'm doing this. So you've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. You've got Strength in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse. It is very possible that the Queen of Swords is going to kind of need to act in the sense that she needs to protect you. You're going to need to set up that Queen of Swords kind of defense. You're going to need to tell people, I don't need you in my life anymore. If you don't like me, then I don't need you, and there's no reason for you to stick around. And I can see how you're going to need to kind of protect your inner child. I think that's what's going on here with this Strength card in reverse. This is a piece of you that needs to be protected at all costs so that it can come back from this betrayal with this Ten of Swords in reverse. I did see with a lot of water signs that there was a masculine person in their life who was causing a lot of havoc, and that might be what's going on here. Is the Queen of Swords needs to set up space. You need to set up space for yourselves, water signs, in order to have a recovery time from all this. I keep looking for the star. I thought the Three of Cups with this particular deck was going to... The Three of Cups looks similar to the star, right? So I'm waiting for that to come out. I do definitely feel like the universe wants you to know that you need to come to a place of healing, that you are already in a place of healing here with this Fool, Four of Cups, and King of Cups energy. But I feel like some water signs aren't feeling that healing energy just yet. You have the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse. It might feel like Your work has just kind of been scattered, like you've put in a lot of labor into this situation, and you're coming out on the other end asking yourself, where are all the fruits of my labor? Where are all my results? I worked so hard to make this situation work. Why am I getting these consequences? Why is this showing up for me? This is part of that deep, deep betrayal here. It's part of your inner child asking, why did this happen to me? I tried to love so much. I tried to put so much love into this situation. And this is where the Queen of Swords comes in and says, enough is enough. These people are getting cut out. The choice is clear here with the Seven of Cups. Y'all need to carry y'all's burden, and I will carry mine. With this Knight of Wands energy, you will also have the Ace of Wands energy. This is the Knight. This is you exploring new ways of doing stuff for yourself. This might be getting new habits around your work, your hobbies even. I do see balance. You've got Temperance here upright. Balance is going to be restored here when you do things that bring you joy, and that are also in alignment with the universe. So even though this harvest, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, has felt destructive, you're looking at a bunch of results that aren't what you want. There is still a new era that says, now that you see that this wasn't the right way to do things for yourself, it's time to do something different. And that's what I see with that Fool energy again at the beginning. New ways of feeling, new ways of doing, new ways of taking care of your earthly existence. This is also going to be about continuing to let go of some fights. I've got the Five of Wands here in reverse. There may still be some conflicts that need cleaning up here. There's a sticky situation that just won't go away. There are some people in your life who have left water signs, but then other people just kind of won't go away. And again, with that Queen of Swords in reverse, she's kind of there to protect you. Sometimes we need to go to some greater lengths to keep ourselves safe than we would have otherwise because our situation was that kind of extreme. It's possible that you are still working on letting go of some family members who cause conflict and think that that's how they show affection. It's an underdeveloped way of showing affection is what I should say. Now, what's going on here? You've got the Wheel in reverse. This is bad karma, Page of Swords in reverse, Three of Wands. What's going on here, Spirit? You might be kind of fearful of what's coming down the road because you're tired. You've been through a lot and you're expecting more to happen. You're watching out for stuff to happen, even though you really don't need to be in that energy anymore. You're in the star period. That's the healing period. It's time to move out of this feeling of I have to be attached to these people because I love them, because they love me, because that's what society expects me to do. I'm supposed to love my family. You might be looking at the future really, really kind of afraid. You don't know what kind of change is happening. You know, with this Fool energy, you know that change is going to happen, but you don't know what that's going to look like. And you might be just a little bit suspicious of stuff coming your way. You might be suspicious of leaving everything behind and not getting feedback from other people. It might be a bit of a trap for some water signs to pretty consistently need feedback and guidance from other people. This is where you need to rely on your magician energy. We all have the tools within ourselves to reach our highest good. We don't need other people to necessarily, unless Spirit brings them into our lives, we don't necessarily need other people to reach our highest good. Not always, for every situation. And this might be one of those situations. It might be really difficult for some water signs to think about leaving behind people who were giving them feedback, guidance about what to do. It might have been that these friends that were putting so many burdens on you were putting burdens on you by telling you what they thought about your life, how you did this and that. Maybe you didn't tell them so much about how to live their lives, and the balance is being restored here. Kind of what I see here with that Temperance and that Five of Wands in reverse is that people might be continuing to hold on to you because that's what's always happened, right? Purely out of habit. It might be that you need to let go of some people that you never thought that you would let go of. When you say, I don't need other people's guidance anymore. I don't need their feedback. And I don't even need them applauding me from the sidelines. I can do that on my own. It might feel really, really jarring, disorienting to be that kind of ultra independent. But I feel like that's what the universe wants you to do here. You have the Chariot here in reverse. This is about you having to decide what you're going to do about this obstacle. Are you going to go around it, over it? Are you going to bust it down and then plow right on through? This is your big obstacle, is to decide that you actually don't need the people around you because they're not that great for you. Again, I think that I said this a couple of times, either last week or another time. These people don't particularly like you. They're just accustomed to habits, and you happen to be part of their habits. Water signs. That is all from Spirit for you folks. I hope that you have a good week. Please do reach out to therapy if you need it. No tarot reading done by anyone is ever a replacement for good therapy. Take care, okay? Earth signs, I hope that you have had a good week this past week. Okay, you have the Knight of Swords in reverse. You might be slowing down. You might be going too fast about leaving something behind. A new opportunity. Earth signs, you might want to be a little bit cautious about what's going on this week. You have a new opportunity being presented away from you, but I see you also running away from that new opportunity. It's possible that you're not thinking too carefully about this new opportunity. I want more information for sure. Okay, I see fear here. It looks like you're afraid of what's going to happen if you take this new opportunity here. It feels like you have been betrayed in the past. It could be that this new opportunity that is coming your way is actually a betrayal. For other earth signs, it looks like you're kind of suspicious about this new opportunity because it imitates stuff that's happened to you in the past, and you're not willing to go through all that stuff again. With the Strength card, this feels like an opportunity that the universe is presenting you to show yourself how strong you are, to take this opportunity in spite of you having been burned. This could be a new partnership, a new romantic partnership, for instance. This could be a new business partnership, a new business for yourself altogether. You may have lost a business in the past. And now that you've got a new idea for a new business, you're really, really cautious. You've been burned and you don't want to try this. You don't want to take risks again necessarily. You've got the Four of Pentacles here in reverse. You're really, really cautious about spending your money, your resources, your energy on this project. You've been betrayed in the past, and this inner child here, there's not enough strength, conviction quite yet, I see here, in order to move forward into this new opportunity. You've got some 4 energy going on here. 8844. This could be about justice, establishing self, strength. So I keep confusing another tarot deck with this one. Okay, so strength is going, yeah, so resting to create strength for yourself, creating rules, boundaries for yourself so that you can later on be your biggest person, be your biggest guide. The universe is forcing you to pull over here. So in order to avoid missing out on this opportunity, in order to take this opportunity, the universe wants you to think twice about keeping your resources to yourself. They want you to rest. At the same time, they want you to move towards this energy. Put to rest, actually, your fears. Your inner child definitely needs soothing here. Therapy may be helpful to some folks. But the universe wants you to move forward. You've got the Four of Swords and the Hangman in reverse. This is about moving forward in spite of the fact that some earth signs might struggle with this. You are being asked to remember that you are capable of loving yourself, of loving others, of starting a new relationship if that's what it takes. I see some folks being kind of defensive about their cup of love here. You're being reminded that you have everything within yourself that you need in order to cut through the illusions that you've gone through in the past with some situations that have put you through some real trials. It may have been that some past relationships really, really hurt you, and you're really cautious about. It might have been that you had a business with a romantic partner and you're very cautious about combining love and business again with the proper boundaries, right? This is a lot about, this is largely what that energy is about. Doing this, some stuff that you might be afraid of, but with boundaries. Doing it differently, doing it for your highest good and for their highest good. There may be some illusions about falling in love, having relationships. You have some choices to make here. You have the Two of Swords here. I want to shuffle just a little bit and see what choices you've got. You have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and you have the Page of Cups. This is about undoing a lot of energy, doing a lot of work that you've done for yourself, or it's taking on a new love, taking on this Ace of Pentacles opportunity, taking on this Ace of Cups and turning it upright and being able to share it with others. You do need some degree of healing here, I see. For some Virgo, I'm getting Virgo for some folks, earth signs in particular, taking a moment to introspect and think about what went wrong, what could go right in the future, what you can work on to make, let me see if I can use words. What can you do in the future to make things work out for you? That might be a struggle. You might have some water energy in some folks. I'm getting a lot of cup energy going on here. If you have water in your birth chart, maybe take a look at the water reading for this week. You have the Queen of Swords here in reverse. You might need to be a little bit cautious about how cold you may come across. You might need to be cautious about the things that you say. You are definitely encouraged to let your intuition guide you, earth signs, and that might be why you have so much water energy coming up, is that earth signs are being asked to listen to their intuition this week a little bit more heavily than they do their sword energy. You do have a lot of sword energy going on. This might be you overthinking what's going on here. You've got the Knight and the Queen of Swords here in reverse. You also had the Ten of Swords here, yes? Yes, you did. You also have the Eight of Swords. So this is a bit of a struggle going on with this new opportunity that the universe really, really wants you to take. Yeah, leave behind the cold. Leave behind the defensive. I feel like for a lot of earth signs, and again, I wanted to say water signs, for a lot of earth signs, their romantic partners have not particularly treated them well. And leaving behind old thought patterns, old expectations, preconceived notions is what's going on with this Six of Swords and Queen of Swords in reverse. I see a lot of earth signs kind of struggling to let go of how they've thought about romantic relationships in the past, and their particular kind of romantic relationship might be the kind that has you working in a family business. You also have the Empress here in reverse. This is about not necessarily feeling like you're in control of your emotions, your intuition, how you create, how you take care and nurture yourself. So Queen of Swords and the Empress are out of sync. This would tell me that the Empress is not as defended as she could be, and that might be something that earth signs kind of need to wrangle with this week, is that there's a right way and a wrong way to defend the Queen of Swords, to defend your intuition and your thoughts, to defend yourself. And I see earth signs leaving that behind this week. Watch what you say. Watch your tone of voice, earth signs, this week. Yeah, it might be that you, again, with the Page of Swords in reverse, you're not expecting good things to come as a result of what you say. You're not excited for the new things that are coming about as a result of your ideas. It looks like earth signs need to take some time out for themselves and nurture themselves, especially with the Empress in reverse. It feels like there's a lot of disappointed before things happen kind of energy here. You have the Wheel in reverse. This could be about you not being excited for change coming your way. It could be that you take a look at what the universe does for you, and it doesn't matter if the change is good or bad. You look at it as all bad. You have the King of Cups here, upright, I should say. The universe is asking you to reconsider how change works and to embrace change here. It is possible that the universe really, really wants you to become this King of Cups, to become someone who doesn't get overwhelmed with emotion when change must happen. You might be kind of forced to take this new business opportunity, this new job. And the universe wants you to go through the situation, to work through it. with the gravitas, the deep emotion, the gravity of the King of Cups here. The King of Cups is in control of his emotions, listens to his intuition, feels his feelings, is able to name them and manage them and treasure them without them becoming his master. He is the king of his emotions. His emotions are not his master. You also have the Emperor here. This might be a moment where you're being asked to boss up for yourself, to take on what the universe is giving you here, and to work through all the change. You might be going through a new era here. A new era might have ended here with this wheel, and you've got a new one starting up now. You've got the King of Swords here upright. It's interesting that you've got your queens in reverse and your kings upright. It might be that you need to bring your masculine and feminine energies into balance with each other. That you kind of need to nourish yourself. Pay attention to your creative energy, your intuition, your emotional energy, in addition to your thought life, in addition to you gathering resources for yourself, in addition to you taking this new opportunity, which is indeed meant for you, and it might, again, be a new relationship. You're being asked to master how you think about this new relationship, how you think about this new business opportunity headed your way. Because you have the Ten of Pentacles here. If you can be the master of yourself through all this energy, through all this change, even though you really, really struggle with the change, and I can see how some earth signs, again, Virgo is coming through. Virgo is coming through kind of strong. Maybe take another look at your chart. But you guys have 10 of Pentacles headed your way. If you can be the master of your emotions and your thoughts, what you say on the way to that 10 of Pentacles energy. It's going to be hard work to get to that 10 of Pentacles, to loosen up, so to speak. There will be a little bit of sadness when you let go of old processes, because that might mean that you need to let go of some people. You might need to let go of some resources that you thought were serving you but weren't actually. Spirit says those are all the messages for you, Earth signs. I hope that you have a great week. Take care. Fire signs, I hope that you all had a great week this past week. We're taking a look at your energies for the 13th through the 19th of March. So, fire energies, you are being asked this week to stop daydreaming about what you want for your 10 of Pentacles and to get up and get it. You have the 10 of Pentacles and the Hangman in reverse with the 2 of Wands upright. That tells me that it's possible that it's time for you to move towards whatever your dream may be. What does your 10 of Pentacles look like for you personally? Does that mean that you have a house that you've paid for, right? You don't need to worry about a mortgage because it's your house. Does it mean that you never have to worry about having money in the bank again? It's time to stop hanging out, thinking, introspecting, and it's time to move forward towards what it takes to have that 10 of Pentacles here. It might be that some fire signs have some regrets about missing some opportunities to jump off of the Hanged Man position, jump off of that tree and go for that 10 of Pentacles energy. And by the way, that just means that it's delayed, your 10 of Pentacles, that is. You can still absolutely chase this down. It's not a lost opportunity. With this 5 of Cups, you might be feeling a little bit distressed, feeling like, that's it. I might have just missed this. You haven't. You do need to move for it though. With this King of Cups energy, like, so far, like, you're now the third elements to be getting this King of Cups energy. You absolutely need to be the master of your emotions, the master of your intuition here. Feel your emotions, name them, manage them, treasure them, and all that kind of good stuff, but they are not to be in control of you. You still have all the time, you still have lots of time and opportunities to move forward, to have this Ten of Pentacles. You haven't necessarily missed this. You need to be the Emperor for yourself. You need to be all the kings in balance for yourself and move towards this Ten of Pentacles. You know what you want as the Emperor. You know how to take care of your earthly energy. You know how to feel your emotions. You know how to defend yourself. You know how to think. You know how to do here. You know what to do in this situation that's been causing you a lot of headache. This could be a social situation. So it looks like a business partnership or a friendship that had a lot of earthly benefits for you, in the sense that maybe you were like hanging out a lot. You were going out to eat a lot. You were having dinners a lot. You were having fun, but something about this connection melted down and it has been awful for you. You're being asked this week to remember who you are. You are still the Emperor. You are the king of your emotions, of your intuition. Even when stuff falls apart, that doesn't mean that you have to fall apart. You just let the situation happen. Yeah, this situation fell apart because you don't value yourself fully yet. You have the Knight of Pentacles here in reverse. This is about you being an incredible person, but not feeling like you're an incredible person. It looks like these people didn't particularly deserve to be around you. It looks like they were stealing stuff from you, stealing energy from you, mental energy. And this partnership fell apart because it needed to, because it was leeching energy off of you. They were taking stuff from you. It looks like you were giving away much more than they were giving to you. And it slowed you down on your journey. You have the Knight of Pentacles here in reverse. You're supposed to be moving forward, slowly exploring, but in this case, they had stopped you entirely because no work was getting done. It wasn't productive anymore. This wasn't a productive relationship anymore because it was leeching all kinds of energy off of you. And I see also that some fire signs might have resisted. They might be resisting this week even to let go of this friendship that has not served them, that has taken more resources from them, that has stopped them on their journey, that has created an obstacle for them. Good friends aren't going to create obstacles for you, folks. The universe doesn't want you to resist any longer with this Hanged Man in reverse, with Death in reverse. It feels like fire signs possibly have been resisting the universe's changes. You're being asked to let go of your insistence that nothing change. The only constant is change. You need to be reminded that you are the Emperor and that you are in utter control of your environment. You are ultimately the magician here. And it might be that there are some people in your life who are resisting this change alongside you. You have a lot of earth energy going on, so fire signs, if there's some earth energy in your birth chart, there might be some messages also in the earth sign reading. The High Priestess is not going to bless your way forward. You are going to have a harder time coming in contact with your intuition. You're going to have a harder time understanding what's going on underneath the universe if you don't act on your own behalf. If you don't take counsel, take guidance from yourself. And it looks like earth signs. Again, you might be partially an earth sign. That might be a powerful sign in your birth chart. Fire signs might be struggling to act in this situation. You have the King of Wands in reverse, and this is your element card. You really don't want to let go of these people, even though this relationship is not serving you and is in fact hurting you. I don't know whether these people like you that much, and I might have said that last week too. You have the Hierophant here in reverse. There's someone here who's abusing their power over you because they can. You also have the Queen of Wands here in reverse. You don't feel confident that you can take the bridge up to the heavens, which the Hierophant is offering to you. You don't feel like you can, so you don't. And so you then don't come in contact with the wonderful things that the universe wants to provide you. Resisting this end to this collaboration is really, really what's pulling you down here. You need to remember how you are in control, ultimate control of your life, and you might not feel like that. In fact, I see with the King and Queen of Wands in reverse, you don't feel like that at all. And with the Hierophant being in between them in reverse, your masculine and feminine energies are completely out of balance here. You're not creating the way that you need to. You're not intuiting the way that you need to. You're not feeling, thinking, acting the way that you need to, fire signs. But this is not permanent. This is absolutely fixable. This is absolutely, you can turn this into a wonderful, happy ending. When you have the King and Queen of Wands in reverse, you don't have them working in unison. You don't feel out your situation with your intuition, and you don't act on your intuition either. You are deliberately constraining yourself when it comes to how you think, and you're also inhibiting the blessings that come through when the universe makes change and gives you stuff as the wheel turns. You have the wheel here in reverse. The universe needs you to open yourself up to what it's offering you in order for you to progress here. If you're avoiding the changes that the universe is providing you, if you're shut down so completely on your energy because of this collaboration, because you want to stick around, you want to continue to feed it, take care of it, because supposedly these people love you, you are missing out on a lot of things. And unfortunately, some fire signs, unfortunately, a lot of fire signs are bringing bad karma onto their heads when they choose to avoid what the universe is providing. Change is constant. And when we avoid that, we greatly increase our burden for no reason. The universe is offering you wonderful things with this Ten of Pentacles energy, but I'm afraid that fire signs are avoiding it with all their strength. It's sad. Unfortunately, this is kind of a sad, scary reading. Fire signs, I hope that you turn this around. Please ask what the universe wants you to do. And then I want you to follow through on what the universe is asking you to do here. There is the real risk that you miss an up-leveling call. You miss an altar call, so to speak, here with the Judgment card in reverse. And the universe is not going to smile on that. The universe may greatly increase your burden or just by avoiding what the universe offered you here, you are going to unnecessarily create a burden for yourself. You had a lot of energy where you were avoiding changing, and fire signs, it's kind of unusual to have that kind of energy in a fast moving sign that sometimes moves too quickly. But in this case, I feel like fire in you has been put out. Please reach out to therapy, fire signs. If you feel like you work well with therapy, I see you working with a lot of difficult energies, and you don't need to struggle so hard. You don't need to struggle so alone. This is not a collaboration that serves you. It has you stuck. It has your fire put out. Take care, fire signs. Air signs, I hope that you all had a great week. We're taking a look at your energies for the upcoming week. You have the Eight of Pentacles upright, the Six of Swords upright, and the Five of Swords upright. Air signs, you are going to be working hard this week on leaving behind a connection that no longer serves you, that has in fact stolen stuff, energy, mental energy from you. It looks like words were said, fights were had, that has caused you to say, enough is enough. I'm working on my own deal, and if that means that I leave you behind, then you get left behind. You've made your choice, air signs. You have the Seven of Cups in reverse. You see clearly you don't need these people in your life. The Six of Swords energy is about you leaving, fully leaving, because upright, it's in the process. The boat is in the process of crossing the lake. In this context, for me, this means that the boat has landed on the other side. You're done. You reestablished balance in this situation that wasn't serving you. You could see clearly how this conflict was much more than just a surface level conflict. With this Temperance card in reverse, that's about spiritual warfare. And you air signs were able to see that, and you were able to let go. You're on to a new era where you're able to work hard for the things that you love. Knight of Wands energy might be you slowing down just a little bit here. The decision might have come kind of slowly because you kind of thought about this. It looks like this was a decently large decision to leave these people behind, even though they were they were part of your spiritual warfare problem. It looks like there was still some problems issues leaving them behind. And you know what, air signs might be having that kind of issue this week is because you've been able to let go of this kind of energy. You've been able to fully cross over the river, right? Land on the other side, work hard on your good stuff. Now it's kind of clear what you need to do in order to act in your own best interests. It may be that some air signs burned some bridges that some folks around them might not like very much. And part of this energy is you dealing with the consequences of burning those bridges. Again, these people weren't being kind to you. We have the Five of Swords upright here. They were taking energy away from you. Again, these people were fighting, but I can see how these might be family members. These might be long-term friends. This would be a struggle for some folks to say, I want this done today. It's not always practical to have stuff done today, like cutting off relationships that don't serve us anymore. You are also exploring what to do in the future. You have the moon here upright. So this is about exploring a shadow side of yourself. This is about exploring the unknown. I feel like a lot of air signs are very comfortable with the ambiguous when it comes to, should I have burned this bridge? Should I have not? It looks like I'm working on my own thing now. It looks like I have the freedom to generate the things that I want out of life with the Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah, you ran away from this with the Knight of Swords upright. You paid attention to the universe and you cut the people out of your life that needed to be cut out. But that's also about you establishing new connections. Having new conversations with people. Exploring new relationships altogether. Yes, with the Eight of Cups, you've walked away from the old. You're running into the new. You're happy with this ambiguity. Maybe you were supposed to burn those bridges just fine. Be careful, air signs, that you don't sit out on a new opportunity because you were a little bit cautious of taking a leap of faith. You have the Fool here, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords here upright. I should have said the Ace of Pentacles here was in reverse. So was the Fool. This is being a little bit cautious about an opportunity because you're a little bit afraid of something that, maybe this situation will repeat itself again. This ambiguity you're comfortable with, you're fine thinking about it, you're fine exploring it, but on the other hand, actually exploring the new opportunity that comes as a result of changing all of this situation, you're a little bit cautious of this. Universe wants you to take that leap of faith. Something about giving back, giving to others, giving to the universe. So it might be that this is a new opportunity to show others how to generate earthly resources for themselves. And you're kind of hesitating about that. This might be a new business opportunity, a new job altogether. Maybe you're starting an online business, such as a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel, or something like that. You are slowly exploring this, though. You're cautious. The universe wants to push you out of this nest because this is an awesome new opportunity that's being offered to you. And I see you exploring this slowly with this Knight of Pentacles upright. And when you do explore this, you start a new era for yourself. If you can hop out of your nest, if you can explore this with that leap of faith, you will start a new era for yourself with the Death card. It's time to end an era and start a new one. And like a seed dies, so to speak, when its contents sprout. Yes, you have death and the world, one right after the other. You are walking into a new future. After the end, there is the beginning, one right after the other. Ten of Pentacles energy is a lot of what I'm getting from this. It hasn't shown up so far, but I'm getting happily ever after. We don't need to worry about money in the bank. We've got our house all paid for, cars all paid for, kind of energy. It's awesome. Make that leap of faith. This week, make that leap of faith, air signs. It's important. That's pretty much all that's keeping you back from this new opportunity. Once you get that rolling, and it might be that some air signs just need a little bit of a push from yourself, from the universe, from a close friend, you are supposed to do this. You are supposed to explore this new opportunity because it is the end of an era, the beginning of a new era. The universe wants you to become a different person thanks to this opportunity. Please don't miss out on this, air signs. It's a new collaboration, Three of Pentacles. I sure am getting a lot of Pentacles energy, air signs. Maybe take a look at the Earth sign reading. If there's some information in there, it might be helpful. But I see a new collaboration coming up that is supposed to be part of what the universe wants for you and your highest good. You're supposed to be leveling up because of this partnership. It could be friends. It could be new family members, the family that you made, so to speak. You have justice upright. You're doing the right thing. Checking in, you're doing the right thing. Maybe nourish yourself a little bit more, air signs. You have the Empress in reverse. So this might be about creating, listening to your creative voice more, listening to your emotions, your intuition more. Also, being the master of your own thoughts, your own guidance, your earthly resources. It is a good thing for you to kind of take care of your Empress energy this week and see how you can treat yourself as you would an Empress in your life. Okay, you have the Two of Swords here. You also have the Three of Wands. You have a choice, and after you make that choice, then you get to see results coming in. What are your choices here? You can sit in regret. Your two choices are you can sit in regret about the past, and I suspect that air signs are going to move forward because you also have the Hangman here in reverse. This, for me personally, would be about doing a little bit more introspection, connecting with the universe just a little bit longer before you pop down. It might be with that Fool energy in reverse that you don't have all the information to really, really enjoy this new beginning. There may be some research that you need to do about this new opportunity that is actually going to transform how you think about the new opportunity, okay? And then you can enjoy your Three of Wands. Watch the neat stuff coming in. Watch those waves roll in. Right on. Okay. Earth, air. You might have some earth energy in your chart, air signs. I hope that you have a great day and a great week. Take care of yourselves.